This story begins the way all the best stories in the world do, with those 4 magic words. Once upon a time. You're a great group. You'd be surprised what people will shout out right there. This story begins, once upon a time there lived a boy named Jack. He was a good lad, strong of body and spirit, but Jack had one fatal flaw.
Jill.
Impatience. Thanks for asking me. Jack was impatient. He could never keep his mind on his chores at home, his work, at school. He was always busy daydreaming, thinking of great adventures that he might go on one day. Well, on this particular day, Jack went for a long walk in the woods. He stopped under an old oak tree for a rest, and Jack fell fast asleep. When he opened his eyes again, he saw in front of him an old gypsy woman. Now, she had a cart that was stuck in the mud, and Jack got up to help her remove it. And as a reward, she gave him a rather unusual gift, a single strand of golden thread. She said, "Son, this is the thread of your life. If ever you find yourself disappointed with your circumstance, merely take out the thread, break off a piece, and you'll find yourself somewhere new." Well, it didn't take impatient Jack long to find a use for the thread. The very next day in math class, he decided to give it a try. He brought out the thread and broke off a piece. No sooner had he than the bell rang and he was dismissed for the day. Well, Jack got tired of going to school altogether, brought out the thread, and there he was on graduation day. Next, he met the girl of his dreams, Jill. Maybe you've heard of her. Couldn't wait to get married. Anxious for the birth of their first child. When the kids were feeling sick and he couldn't wait for them to get better. Looking forward to the day when the children would grow up and move out of the house altogether. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Then he and Jill could finally make that trip they always dreamed of. To Connecticut. But soon it seemed that Jack had wished his entire life away. He had nothing to show for it but broken memories and missed opportunity. It all went by so fast. But Jack had kept every piece of that magic thread all of his life. And there, on his deathbed, he brought them all back out again. He rolled them up into a small, tight little ball. He made one final wish, breathed his last breath, and closed his eyes. And when he opened them again, he was at the base of an old oak tree, as a young boy, clutching a single strand of thread, which he never broke again. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a story about appreciating the moments of your life. Some may be bitter and others very sweet, but they're all yours. I want to thank you for spending some of your moments here with me on this stage and on this great adventure that we call the Society of American Magicians. Until I see you next time, I'm Fred Becker. Good night and God bless.